So today's talk continues the conversation on emotions and feelings. And the first week we talked about just simply recognizing. And then last week, feeling those emotions in the body. And this week is really focusing more on, allowing those emotions to be, right? So how do we stay with those emotions? And we do that by really focusing on compassion. Right? We meet these emotions with kindness rather than force. Allowing doesn't mean that we approve of them. It just means that we're not fighting what's here. Right? Most often, especially negative emotions, are met with thoughts of, I shouldn't feel this way, or why can't I just get over this? What's wrong with me? And really all that's doing is adding, another layer of suffering onto what is already causing the suffering. Maybe you're familiar with the story of the arrow, right? And the first arrow is what happened, and the second arrow is a reaction to it. In Pema Chodron is quoted as saying, "Nothing ever goes away until it has taught us what we need to know." There's some comfort in that at some level. But it's real, right? So rather than, I shouldn't feel this way, we hold these emotions with tenderness and try and reframe that picture to saying, this is here right now, right? It's okay to feel this way. Can I be kind with this? Right? One of the bravest things we can do is to be kind to ourselves, especially in those more challenging, darker times. Right? Thich Nhat Hanh taught that emotions are like crying babies. Right? We don't throw out the crying baby. We hold the crying baby, right? With tenderness and compassion. Right? Whereas Jack Kornfield says, hello, old friend. Right? So it's the compassion that allows this lens of mindfulness to really penetrate and work for us. Right? Without that layer of compassion, mindfulness itself can be pretty harsh. Seeing things for what they are, it's hard and not always pleasant. But layering that kindness and compassion really softens it. And then, healing can begin. Recognizing the impermanent nature of our thoughts and emotions can begin. Because we're letting go. We're just allowing. And it's from that place that freedom lies. So I'll invite you for the balance of the sit today to just notice what's there. Just lightly seek, search. There may be nothing, and note nothing, right? If there's some tension or some unease somewhere, just see if you can label it as we talked about in prior weeks. Where do I feel it in the body? And just allow it. Notice its subtle changes. Does it shift from this place to that place? Does it go from hot to warm to cool? Does it go from anger to contentment? Whatever. Everything will change. And if something challenging comes up for you, just offer yourself, may I meet this with gentleness? Right? Can I care for what is here? That's the compassion. And that's how we struggle. We transform the struggle into a relationship. Yeah. So I'll offer that for the balance of the sit, or obviously anything else that is on your mind.